this stream is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
For many reasons. Well, first of all, we're streaming from a different
Computer.
software.
Yep.
Yeah, like so Beanie's taking over the back end stuff today, and I am not because
Yes.
he's figure out how to do it on his end,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool because I'm like I don't have to worry about that part. But yeah, we're here today to well, there's a couple things. Um, we're here to honor one of our viewers that we found out has recently passed.
Yeah.
And she used to come to almost every live show. I don't know if she was here for all 6 months, but I know for most of the months she was here supporting the channel, supporting the live stream. And her name was Tori. If you've been here for a while or if you watched the replays, you would see that we talk about her a lot. We talk to her in the chat. Unfortunately, Tori on November 24th passed away from stage 4 breast cancer. She was very ill, and we actually had no idea. I knew at some point, I think it was like sometime last month, that she was sick, but I didn't realize how sick. And she actually dropped quite a few hints to us, but we just didn't correlated it together because we didn't know much about her. Tori actually, so I'm gonna give a little backstory how I met Tori. I originally met Tori 2 summers ago at an anime NYC. It's an anime convention, and it was just one of those moments that you just kind of take pictures. You see other cosplayers because she was cosplaying a Sonic character, and with her friends, and we took a picture. It was her and like 2 of her friends, and yeah, like we connected through Instagram. And then a couple of months in, she started writing to me, and I started writing to her back. Found out she's an artist. She was a mom, a beautiful baby, and I had no idea that she was fighting.
Yeah. Yeah.
When I when I kind of not suspected, but she kind of hinted it to me. I'm gonna be very vulnerable, and I'm gonna be truthful, and Uni doesn't even know I'm gonna bring this up, but like
Okay.
I remember I wrote to Beanie, and I actually voiced him that day, and I was like, I think Tori's very sick, and I cried a lot that day. Just I had no idea.
Yeah.
And then once I found out she was fighting stage, I didn't, well, okay, first of all, but one of the hints that she gave us was, or like she didn't probably do it like on purpose, but it was like she made this really beautiful drawing of a woman, a face of a woman, and the ribbon of stage 4 cancer. And I kind of had a suspicion that it was her, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to assume. I thought it was just that she was like supporting the movement of, be aware of breast cancer.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that she was fighting for a long time, because if she was in stage 4, there's a lot. And maybe some people might feel that I'm putting her business out there, but it was already established. People were already talking about it, and I didn't know. I found out that she had it because her best friend put it on Facebook, and I was tagged for a fundraiser to help her family donate money for her daughter. But I didn't know that our time was so close. I didn't realize that, you know, I donated, I think it was around $100, and I was debating even doing a live stream for her at some
Yeah.
point. I reached out to some creators to see what kind, like, how do they approach this type of situation. But it never happened because I just didn't know how to approach it. And then I tried reaching out to Tori a couple of times because I usually talk to her like after the stream a lot. She was always very supportive, sweet, kind-hearted, and she not only supported this channel, but she supported me on my fitness channel too. And she always told me like, "Oh, I wish I could do your dances and things like that." And you know, it was always like so touching. So basically, I tried for a couple of weeks now trying to reach out to her. I thought she was still around because I had seen. I also have her on Facebook. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And I seen her post on the 18th of November, so I foolishly assumed that she was okay.
Yeah.
Fast forward. Fast forward. 2 days ago, I reached out to her best friend. I was like, "Hey, you know, have you heard of her?" And I've been trying to reach to her just to see how she's doing. And she said that unfortunately, Tori had passed away on the 24th.
Yeah.
And it broke me because even though I knew her for such a short time, I felt like we were growing a bond of some sort. And it's not about, oh, just because she supported the channel or anything. It meant a lot to me because I'm such a, I'm such a small creator on top of that. But it's not even because of that. It's just because we actually started a real friendship. And I looked forward to seeing her eventually in the other conventions.
Yeah. And I was gonna bring up, because I just kind of remembered now because of how you've been for longest time, not to make it too much about me, but like you know, kind of sort of encouraging me to join you on the streams. And I think one of the first few artworks I was doing was because my mum's cancer, because my mum passed away from it. And so when you told me about, like, when you showed me about her being in hospice care, I kind of really, because I've already experienced what that's like, so I'm like, that's not, yeah, so.
Yeah, you already had a suspicion. And I just didn't want to assume. I kind of had a feeling too because of many things.
Yeah.
She did the drawing, and that was not the only drawing that she had made like that. I had seen her prior work, and I was just like, wow, I guess she's very passionate about, like, bringing awareness to breast cancer and stuff. And it makes sense now. And it's
But
just, I'm a type of person that I don't like assuming.
Yeah, because you also mentioned that she was like apologizing to you for basically saying, "Oh, I'm probably not gonna be in the chat."
She apologized.
So
She had remember one of the I think one of the last live streams that she came to, she's like, "Oh, I'm not gonna be able to be in the chat that much."
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, it's cool. Like, I understand you're probably tired." I just appreciated her even showing up even for a second. Like, it didn't matter. She was so you like she gosh, like, I can't even put into words like how much I appreciated her. And just remembering every time she would pop up in the chat, it was just like, it was like a ray of sunshine would come into the chat.
Yeah. Well, I was kind of thinking to myself, with my own reflections of like the past, depending on, because I know in the last few, part of me just kind of hopes that like she let people know how much she liked this stream, and maybe they put the stream on for her just so she could relax and enjoy.
That would have been honoring, but I do know that her best friend told me that he had mentioned me and how much she liked the streams. She did mention that she felt very encouraged by my videos, which is one of the things that I strive for, to just inspire people at any stage in their life. I'm sorry,
That's okay.
So it's an honor, honestly. Like, it was an honor, and I felt very happy to hear that. It's unfortunately sad to hear and devastating that she's passed. But I think she was fighting for a long time, so I want to make this stream to honor her. But it's not only to honor her, because the original plan for the stream was to actually celebrate 6 months of streaming together, Annie and I. So we are going to combine it today. It's not going to be like, hurrah, whatever, but we wanted to dedicate this stream to her, but also celebrate the 6 months that we've streamed together and worked on a lot of art. And thanking her and those people who have stopped by the stream for giving us the support and the love. I even wore I'm drawing the character that I have the wig for. I wanted to wear the wig because the very first stream we did together, I wore the wig. I was like, you know what? Why not? And I'm actually drawing the character. So I'm not actually wearing the cosplay, but I'm wearing the wig, much like I did in the first stream. It wasn't my first stream, but it was my first stream with Beanie. Which I'm entirely grateful to, and I am extremely proud of. I'm gonna put you on the spot. I'm extremely proud of, because he went from not streaming at all to streaming 6 months with me. And Beanie is obviously, not obviously, but like, he is a much bigger creator than I am. Even though he's like, I haven't posted in 3 years. Who cares? Even though you haven't posted, you still put the work to show up, even if it's not on your channel. You're still making content, and I want you to know that how extremely proud I am. You could put this video. I'm extremely proud of you, and I know you can post more.
Well, I was actually thinking, once this little I can point to the right. There we go. This little dude. When he's finished, I'm gonna make him into a video. I'll actually just go through the live history, because I'm like, oh, that's right, I can do that because I've got access. I'm actually kind of curious what I was drawing at that time. Well, actually, it took me
You're drawing a lot.
I think it took me a little while to actually show up on the actual camera.
A couple of streams in, but it's fine. You were here, and you were just taking your own time to show up. But you're here. And I thank you for even streaming with me, because I don't think I would have been streaming this consistent if I was not streaming with you, to be honest.
But keeping both of each other accountable.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And that's what matters.
I am going to do a brief test. Cool, that works nicely.
Beanie always doing his tests. And stuff.
Yeah.
In any case, honoring Tori and celebrating our 6 months of streaming,
Yep.
I cried a lot already. I cried in the stream. I actually knew, I felt like I was gonna cry because I know myself.
Yeah.
And we're just going to remember her in a joyful way.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the drawing.
Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
one. Yeah, and I was actually thinking to myself as I often do, like just kind of because some people may theoretically say that I overthink, but I'm very sort of like a contemplative. I like to sort of more philosophize and just think about things, and I was like basically just thinking that instead of focusing what we've lost, I'm just gonna try and focus on what she gave us, and yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. 'Cause even if we knew before, she knew before we did. She knew and she was fighting it.
Yeah.
And I think she just took life and embraced what she could.
Yeah.
So it's better to honor her rather than
Yeah.
just,
And
it is okay to grieve though.
well, yeah.
I'm not saying you shouldn't.
I think it's because I've had so much experience, like just from the people that I've known, because I've actually known a few people who've like one person luckily survived his battle, and then like I've known of there was somebody on I remember, we don't always mention the company's name, but like the Tube Buddy forums, there was a guy called Milton versus Cancer, and he also unfortunately lost his battle. And it also just hearing how some people want to talk about it, some people don't want to talk about it, and it's just like it just makes me
Yeah.
yeah. And it just
Well, we actually do know somebody that did
oh yeah,
survive, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
very grateful that he did. 'Cause
yeah.
I remember, well, so we're gonna talk about it. Like, so the first time he went through it, I didn't know him at the time when he went through it the first time, I believe.
Yeah.
I still didn't know him at the time. I had known him after he survived the
I
first
feel like
time.
that was 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I did know him already. But I don't think I was as close to him yet. And then the second time rose around a couple of years ago, and I was part of his coaching group. So we're talking about another YouTuber called Owen Video.
Yeah.
And he's very much like open about talking about his cancer journey because he has a whole channel on it. Like he has a whole channel.
Yeah.
But like I remember that day so clear. Like we came on a call. It was me and like a bunch of other people that was in his coaching business thing, and he was like, he told me straight up, he was like, I want you to be in this meeting. I was like, it's especially you. I'm like, me? I was like, well, it must be very important then. I was like, okay, I'll join. So and when he tells us, I broke. Like I started crying so much, and he's like, I wanted you to hear it from me. I didn't want you to hear from anyone else. He's like, I know you care about me. Like you see me as, because I saw him in a lot of weird ways. He reminded me of a young, successful version of my father. And I saw him kind of like an older brother. So that's why it broke me. And the craziest thing, he has the same birthday as me, that's the other insane part. And his wife has my mom's birthday, but that's the other insane. But when he told me I broke, I was just like, what is happening? But with a lot of fight and a lot of I think he went the natural route. He was able to beat cancer, which is insane to me. I'm like,
Well,
Isn't that to say that his fight was like, it's unfair to
yeah,
others, but it's like, I'm
yeah.
I'm grateful that he's still around.
When it comes to cancer for me, basically, I think I may have already mentioned this to you. I don't know if I have or not, but like I kind of like to think of it more from a science perspective, because if I try and think of like like the emotional side, then that's when it's hard to deal with. But once you think of it
Yeah.
from a biological, because basically from my understanding, and I'm not a doctor or anything, so I don't know very much about cancer at all, but my understanding is it's essentially just cells or mutated cells that just replicate themselves too fast for the body to so I don't know like how you tackle the cells themselves, but that is where the issue is, and that's why there's so much research going into like the cells side of things. So
yeah.
I find it interesting.
Yeah. It's a touchy subject, but it's science.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. That's why I try.
But I'm very grateful, even for those who survived or haven't survived. I'm still grateful for those people who have been part of our lives.
Yeah.
And honoring them and just remembering them in a positive manner is what really matters.
Yeah.
Because the disease itself is not what makes them.
I was just thinking
it's who they are or were.
Yeah.
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 It's like anything else. That thing, whatever that thing is, it doesn't make you. You make you.
Yeah, just whatever is happening to your body, just like it's sort of a biological thing that has nothing to do with your personality.
Yeah. And Tori, for example, she was not she was not breast. You know what I'm saying? She was a mom.
Yeah.
She was a beautiful woman. She was an artist. It was much more than probably that I know, but like, she wasn't her disease.
Yeah. That part does make me a little reflective, only because how do I craft it so it's not super sad? Basically the reason why my mum was like she was very, 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 very always like checking her body, checking like, to make sure for science, because her mother, my grandmother, died from breast cancer. So
because it's in your family, like it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. And that's something you need this is why it's important for you to, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but this is why it's so important for us as people to know if any of our families have anything, whether it's cancer, strokes, diabetes, it does not matter. Because you don't know if it can affect you.
I also think doctors,
especially if it's genetics,
can be a little bit different as well, because there does seem to be a bit of a thing with doctors where they will treat, and I just noticed that, oh no, it's still playing, cool. So the whole Spotify Discord issue has been solved to a large part. So, because I get my grandmother, she was always like, because I have lots of moles on my body, and she'd be like, oh, check it out, because I think her parents died from melanoma or something like that. But I know that melanoma and skin cancer is a big issue with people, and so I like to, make sure that if I feel any new lumps or new marks, I go to the doctor.
Yeah, as you should.
The only issue is sometimes doctors can have a tendency to act like you're being paranoid, and especially if you lost someone to cancer, they will start acting like it's OCD or something like that. I'm like, no. Sometimes we just want to check.
Well, that doctor shouldn't be doctors.
Yeah, that's why
that doctor shouldn't be doctor, because if you have history, if your family has any type of history, that alone should be a red flag for your doctor and be like, okay, let's check.
Yeah.
Because if you have family history, that should be an indicator for you to check.
Yeah.
Like, and it's one of the first things that they should do.
Yeah.
And I think some doctors are just like, ew.
I can't remember if I mentioned. I know that you've watched my my previous Mother's Day videos, because I've made a few Mother's Day videos based on it. I can't remember if I mentioned it in the video, but like, because my mother died from ovarian cancer, and she basically after but she wanted to have her, have control over her body, and the doctors were like, no.
Yes.
Yeah, and the doctors were like, yeah. So
you did
basically,
mention it.
If she had had a bit more,
So
that.
Yeah. You can explain it. Explain what happened if you want.
She wanted to remove her ovaries after she had kids, and the doctors and they even still to this day can be like, they focus more on, women, and they kind of treat women like they're baby makers. It's like, if they want to have parts of their body, I don't know the correct term, but like, basically, if you want to have your health, like, I remember when Angelina Jolie, when I think she had a double mastectomy or something to try and prevent her chances of getting breast cancer, and there was a lot of backlash and judgment on her for that, and that's why it's
unfortunate.
If people want to do something to like prevent their chances of whatever, like, why not?
Also, it's her body. Exactly. Like, it's like, that's so insane. Like, I've heard so many horror stories about women. Actually, I'm not going to mention her name, but there was a friend of mine that wanted to do the same thing. Like, she wanted to remove her ovaries because she didn't want to have any more kids.
Yeah.
She already had like 5 kids, I think it is. And she's like, I want to take it off or like get some sort of birth control.
Yeah.
They didn't want to give it to her.
Yeah.
They didn't give it to her. So actually, even before she had 5 kids, it was like way before she had 5 kids, and then she ended up having more kids, and then it's just like, no, I don't want any more kids. Like, but no, like, it's like you say, like, they treat us like we're like baby making machines, or they want to just control our bodies.
Yeah.
No.
I could go into.
And I'm very sorry that did happen.
That's okay. It is what it is. Unfortunately, can't go back.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what you had mentioned something in your video that you wish you could do something.
Yeah. Or
to make a change or something. I don't know how the laws are in Australia.
At some point you'll have to point the part of the video, because it's been years since.
Well, basically, I think you wanted to bring a little bit more awareness of the situation, like not only ovarian cancer, but you wanted to see if you could support some sort of way or something. And I thought that was a great idea, because that's something I want to work on too.
Yeah.
Maybe we can come up with something, do some fundraising someday, do a live stream around it.
Yeah.
And donate to some organization. Yeah. Or I think it'll be a great idea. Yeah, like, we can bring awareness, donate to an organization. Something. Do some nice deed,
So I can give you a little bit of an exclusive, just because I basically came up with this idea, because you know how I've been telling you about like my big plan for my channel, of how I was going to return to the channel, and then I was thinking earlier today, or last night or something, basically that this video right here, especially because of Tori, that like, why not release this video, the one that is up there, sooner, and then the other stuff can come afterwards.
Yeah, why not? It's really, and you have the drawing done too.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
and it's a very, very beautiful drawing.
yeah. And the story is still the
Yeah.
same, but the story is slightly different, even again now. So,
Well, yeah. So originally, I know that you made it for your
yeah,
mom.
yeah.
Um, but I think the overall message is about cancer, isn't it?
This particular one is, it is around cancer, but it's more about the, because this is the other thing I was thinking. I do a lot of thinking, obviously, when it comes to cancer, but one of the biggest things that's always struck in my mind about cancer is when some people lose a battle, it's so one, the world keeps spinning, and
Mhm.
we just have to kind of find a way to move on in life with those new extra experiences. But also, it's the fact that
Mm.
we live on with those experiences for the rest of our lives. Like, we'll always have those memories. So the people who lose
Yeah.
those, and even those, some people, some people who won their battle, they still have all that. Some people may have all that trauma. Some people might not. I don't know, but
Mm.
it's not just
Yeah.
the cells. It's the living beyond it, whether it's surviving it or, yeah. So that's why the whole
Yeah, I got
theme of
it.
it is, yeah.
Oh,
I thought something fell in the
I'm
background.
sure you will, your
Yeah,
video will be great. I know it
yeah.
will.
I'm just got to craft up an epic script.
I have to come up with an epic script.
I was just being funny. What I do need to do
I know, I
is I
know.
need to go. So I'm gonna do some more room, but I left it in
You're going away?
I left my pencil somewhere and I can't remember where I put it. Oh, there it is. Yeah. I put all my like little art tools and gadgets for whenever I go out. I like to. Good thing about an iPad is you can take it on the road with you, and I like to take my Apple Pencil on the road with me. And then sometimes I forget where I've put my Apple Pencil. So,
Story of an artist.
yeah. Plug that in. Is it plugged in? Hard to tell.
Oh goodness.
Well, I suppose I can always check my.
Or
Oh, yeah,
was
just
it
plugged in.
the story of Beanie?
Yeah. 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 I'm scattered most of the time.
It's all good.
Yeah.
I know.
Now,
What did I just do? That's not what I meant to do.
can I go back? I can go back. Because I was also thinking that I need to sort of continue and finish off with some of the content. Oh yeah, so speaking of never finishing content, the little dude. Whoa. Yeah. My thing is lagging there. That's different. Whoa. Yeah. Is it
That
oh yeah, there. It's back. It's back now. So that little zombie was meant to be for
where she was like, whoa.
Halloween.
Oh look, without the line.
Also got to figure out why my. So yours is
Oh.
fine. Mine is very
Oh, that's-
bright.
Just realized
Hmm?
I did all these little lines here, little heart and stuff.
Okay.
Forgot that I did that. Oh, here we go.
Ah, I can
Forgot I
move
did
around.
that.
Ah. This is the good part about me being in control of the layout is I can actually make the image bigger. although we can't really see your layout, your menu layout, but ironically, I haven't checked the actual audio of the stream. I assume it's okay. I can see all the sound.
Oh no, don't say that. Oh, okay.
I assume it's okay.
I think it is working though. It might be. I hope.
And there's also a lot less lag. I don't have to wait like 15 seconds, 30 seconds to see if it like basically there's like no delay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So we'll be able to hear that bit of me talking.
So, how do you feel about the 6 months of? Now we can talk a little bit more positive notes.
You'll have to repeat because the audio on like your audio is fine, but like I think your connection is dropping out every 1 second or so. So I didn't quite. You'll have to.
Oh no.
That's all right. Just have to repeat what you said.
Okay, so how do you feel about this whole stream? Like 6 months of us streaming.
Well,
how does it make you feel?
Well, let me think about that one. Because I already know how I feel about it. I like, you know, all this, like, you know, because I like to, you know, think in, like, you know, whenever I'm cleaning or something, and I'm just, like, thinking, and I'm like, oh, yeah, and, like, putting together my thoughts, and then when it comes to going, oh, so what are your thoughts? I'm like, I don't remember what they were. But essentially, you keep me accountable. The stream keeps me accountable.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, I'm gonna keep you accountable no matter what.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, does it the streaming? How does the streaming itself make you feel?
What do you mean by that? I don't quite know what you mean.
Like, do you feel good? Do you feel happy when you stream? Like,
no, I wouldn't be streaming with you if I didn't enjoy it.
True. But I like to hear from you. I don't want to just guess.
I'm not super vocal about like just random feelings, I guess. I'm just like, and then
you're such a man. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
How do you feel? Actually, you're asking that while I was just trying to figure out if there's I want to know why it's so bright on my computer.
I'm so confused.
That's okay. I am confused as well. I'm basically trying to make my image a little bit darker.
I think you're always trying to work behind the scenes when we're supposed to be drawing.
Yeah.
Shake my head.
I think I found what I was looking
He's
for.
like, yeah.
I found what I was looking for. And
What was that?
it's I have to preview. Oh wait. Oh, that's an audio filter. Bear with me for it.
I don't even know.
Because on the stream it's very, very, very bright. You couldn't even tell it. It's actually the background's meant to be blue. On this, can you see that?
Oh really?
Yeah, it's meant to be a blue background. So.
Oh.
Interesting.
I didn't know it. You can't tell.
It's not changing. That's curious.
That's too dark.
That's weird.
Goodness.
Yeah.
That is so dark. I don't know. Why is that so dark? Okay, that's way better. If you're watching on the replay, or, don't forget to like.
True.
Or if you're watching on, don't forget to like the live stream.
Very true.
If you want to know what we were talking about, you might have to go back and watch.
True.
We did talk about honoring a viewer that we had in the stream. Well, not in the stream, but like she would always watch the stream, so we honored her. And then we're also trying to, I guess, celebrate the 6 months of us streaming
Yeah.
together. And
One of the big themes of the streams is me always trying to get, because on my end it never usually looks quite the way I wanted it to look.
he's always working on back end stuff while he's streaming, which is funny. I'm like, you should be drawing. But he's like working the text though.
I should be drawing, but it's not looking how I want it to look on, because there's all these, I don't know what it's doing that for. Unless it is, the beauty is I can do this at least. And
like, I could do this and I have no idea what he's talking about.
I am going to see if I can reset my where it's the AirPlay. Because I have a feeling it must be the AirPlay settings on that because it looks fine on there, but the way that it is being projected onto OBS is wrong. So I'm gonna deal with that.
I still have like the sniffles from earlier.
Bear with me.
That's what happens when you cry on stream. You're not sharing your screen.
I know. I was trying to reset an option.
Oh no! What happened?
Hold on.
Sir, you're messing up my stream. I'm kidding.
There we go.
He's because he's working on behind the scenes stuff now. He's like, now he has to figure out. Great, right? Great stuff. And then you can't even see me anymore.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Because I closed it when I shouldn't have.
Oh my gosh. Oh goodness.
Okay, let's see if it behaves itself now. Okay, cool. Okay, now.
Oh wow, I even
still
spelled
bright.
your wrong. Oh.
So it could actually be on the Discord end. It's very, 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 very bright. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I wonder if there's something on this end that I can... I have to be careful though. Because I don't want to accidentally leak my...
There you go. I can't even spell. I can't even see the screen when I was writing. I'm like writing in the chat to see if anyone will respond. Hopefully. Seems like there's somebody watching. I don't know. Whoa, what happened?
What? It's you.
It just glitched out.
Wait, what?
Yeah, glitched out for a second.
Oh.
The whole screen.
Oh. It looks fine on my end.
And now it is. Now it's fine, but
I'm only really looking at the stream side of things.
in any case, I'm going to continue drawing. So if you're wondering who I'm drawing Kitakawa or Marin from My Dress Up Darling. I technically have her wig on right now. And the reason why I'm wearing the wig is because today is the 6 months of our streaming. I wanted to honor it because the very first stream that Beanie and I did, I was wearing the same exact wig. So I was like, why not? Even though this wig, y'all, this wig is a pain in the butt. It's pretty, but it's heavy. And it's a pain in the butt because I tried brushing it. I'm just like, ugh. I was like, why did I decide to wear it? I like it, but it's like, it's a pain in the butt. It's pretty, but it's brushing it is a pain.
Do you know? Oh, that's right up there. The big big thing that says group. There. I'm trying this. I'm seeing if I can change.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I am trying to get. Oh no, that's fine. I've got it working now. Sort of.
You did?
Because now I want to. Is it gonna let me? No, it doesn't. That's great. Cool. I can't adjust the. If I make things darker, it will show up the color. Because the reason why it's showing up so bright, somewhere, it is. One thing is too bright.
Somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh,
Sorry,
it just means people can't see the background I've got.
Blue.
Yeah, well, it's not even the blue, it's like the little stars and things. Because you can't see the stars. I don't know why. I think it's something to do with HDR or something. That's a shame, because I like using HDR on my monitor.
There we go. Look at that. None of my layers are named properly. Listen.
I forgot to put myself.
Story of my life. Story of my life.
I forgot to do that.
Story of my life. The layers are never named, or if they are, they're like kind of all over the place.
There. Is that gonna work for me? Well, at least you can see that the line art isn't actually black; it's brown.
Yeah, I could see it there, a little bit brown.
Yeah.
Actually, my lines are not black either; they're actually brown too. I prefer going brown rather than completely black because it just gives it like more dimension. Yeah. I feel like when it's just like jet black, the lines are like really flat.
I really don't know how I want to do his eyes. Maybe
I don't know, but he looks adorable.
I think I focus too much on making his eyes look actually round and circular. I could just give him anime eyes.
Anime eyes. Like, ooh. I don't know how people say ooh, whatever it is.
Ooh.
So weird. The ooh thing. And I feel like it's so cringy. Maybe back in the days, when I was younger, I would have been like, I would have done it. But now I'm just like, oh no.
Back in the emo fringe times.
Back in the the early 2000s? Oh my gosh, dude. I wasn't emo or anything like that, but I used to hang around with a lot of emo kids and metalheads and skaters. So they used to like, put the bangs to the side and be with their really tight jeans and skinny jeans and over accessories, all the jelly bands.
Speaking of
goodness,
that, I came across a content creator that I haven't heard of in a very long time. He must have been around literally in the emo. Have you heard of the guy called Social Repos? He's got like these. His eyes are pure black, and he's got like.
Oh! I think I know who you're talking about.
And he's got like big feathers and. Like I don't know all that much about.
I think I know what you're doing.
Yeah, I only just more recently knew that. I'm just like, who's that goth guy with like the big feathers and his name's apparently Social Repos, whatever that means.
I think that guy was probably really problematic.
I don't know.
If I remember correctly.
I don't know.
I feel like if I remember correctly, if I'm correct if I remember correctly, that's probably one of the guys that was very, very problematic online. That
Well,
could be just confusing him.
I don't know. There's so many online now that I'm just like, I don't know which ones.
Yeah. The one person I can remember, but he wasn't really like emo or anything, but that I did like him at first, and then when I realized how problematic he was too, I was like I didn't know back then any better, but like as I got older, I'm like, oh, he is a bit problematic. Shane Dawson.
Yeah. I never really. Yeah.
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 Ooh. Like when I was like, at first I
Yeah.
was like, what's so problematic about him? And then when I went back to his old videos, I'm like, oh, I didn't know any better.
I never.
I was like, oops.
That's the thing. I never really sort of got into any of like those kind of YouTubers. I was like, I basically use.
Well, this is way before he got like super famous. Yeah, this is way before he got super famous. He got really, 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 well, not famous, but like popular. He got really popular with these like really problematic skits that he used to do. Again, during that time, I thought it was funny because we, as teens, we didn't know. Unfortunately, I know that's weird to say, but I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know better. I should have known better, but it's like even my friends were laughing at it, so I was like, oh, I guess it's fine. But when you get older, you're just like, oh, this is bad. This is really problematic.
One thing I sort of have realized when looking back into the past is that we as kids don't know how stupid we are, and then we.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Some of the things that we find funny, like I've watched some things that I found hilarious back in the day, and I'm just like watching back going.
And now I'm just like, oh no.
Even if it's not problematic, it's like, just not as funny as it used to be. I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Being so boring.
Yeah, you're right. What was it? I had watched something that I was like, oh my god, I thought like back in the days I was like, oh my god, it's so funny. And then now I'm like, why did I find this funny? Like it's not funny at all. Like it's not. Or maybe it just doesn't age well. Like okay, so back in the days I used to like a lot of because I was really into comedy movies and stuff like that. And I remember being super into like the movie The Hot Chick. Don't ask why. I thought that movie's so funny back in the day. And after basically finding about Rob Schneider, how he is, I'm like, oh. And I just saw the movie like in a different light, and then I'm like,
yeah.
I don't like this movie anymore. Like, oh no.
Yeah, I suppose
that particular movie I used to love.
Yeah,
because I thought it was so funny before.
I guess
now
the
I'm
only
just like,
two
never mind.
comedy series that I kind of like that may be kind of problematic on a lower scale is Austin Powers and Wayne's World. Yeah, they had some jokes in there which now I'm like,
I mean, there's some jokes that might be outdated and whatnot, but like some movies are still funny. Like I still find the Rush Hour movies pretty funny.
Oh yeah,
like I love the Rush Hour movies.
But that's because Jackie
and Jackie and Chris Tucker were really funny together.
Well, yeah.
And the first two movies, it's funny because a lot of people like the first one a lot. I personally like number 2 a lot better. I don't know why. Number 2 was so dang funny to me.
Yeah.
Oh man, I was a big huge Jackie fan. Like I watched all his movies, not all his movies, but like English movies. I watched. And even one of the like last ones that he was in, which was a more serious movie, I thought he did great. I think he did phenomenal on it. It was a different type of role. It was not the usual like he's this martial artist and he was like comical. He was a lot more serious in this movie, which I was like, this is pretty cool actually. And he played a different type of character. But of course, Drunken Master is probably gonna be one of his best movies because it's just. That whole movie is just so good. And if you watch it in dub, it's even funnier.
So I
in dub.
when you were mentioning all that, because I was just thinking about like the different styles of comedy, and I think the reason why some comedy styles haven't aged well and some of them have aged remarkably is that basically Jackie Chan I'm only just kind of realize this now. His style of comedy is slapstick. So there's some comedy where the point of it is to make fun of other people. His was not making fun of anyone but himself. He was just making fun of,
Yeah,
like, you know,
he was the
physical,
stunt double the whole time.
yeah, and making physical action look funny.
No, the physical, yeah,
Yeah.
no, but the crazy thing is that he started off as a stunt double.
Yeah,
You know that, right?
yeah, yeah. I love watching
So
their
with
behind
that, he.
the bloopers.
Oh my gosh, I used to love watching the behind the scenes stuff. So Jackie started as a stunt
Yeah,
double in one of Bruce Lee's movies, and from there he, tried to create
yeah,
his career path, and he has his own stunt double company. Basically, he has his brothers, like not actual brothers. It's like
yeah.
really good friends of his that have worked with him over the years, and every time they would do like this, like behind the scenes, it's like it was incredible. Like, I love Jackie so much.
Yeah.
Like, he was like one of my favorite actors growing up.
Yeah, I like his style of
So,
comedy.
ah,
Yeah,
and I
guess
think the only reason why he took that last movie that I don't know if it did well or not, but like I personally liked the movie. But I think the reason why he took that role is because he wanted to try something different, something new, something fresh.
Yeah.
And
I mean, some people work for them.
I
some
got it.
people doesn't
I just
necessarily.
realized.
What?
I just realized something, Beanie.
What?
The description you used was from my last one, not the one we did together. So you put, I'll fix it. You put, let's draw the TikTok
I was gonna say,
art
what's
trend.
showing
I'm
in
like,
my
wait.
background? I'm like, what's in my background that I can't see?
I'm just gonna delete that real quick.
Okay.
Like, wait, that's not right.
Well, I asked you what description. You said just use one of the ones in the last past streams. I'm like, okay.
Because I was referring to ours, not the one I did solo.
Well, yeah, I should have known that, but yeah.
Oh, good. Okay, hold on. That was so funny. I'm like, wait, what does it say there? It was like, draw with me some TikTok art trend or whatever. Because I was doing the trendy stuff.
Yeah.
That's why. And I'm like, wait, that's not right. That's not what this stream is.
Yeah. Well, at least I got the title right, I hope.
Yeah, you got the title right. It's just the top part of the description. I was like, oh, I gotta change that.
I have to charge my Apple battery. My Apple Pencil.
If you're watching, I'm updating the description, just saying how we're honoring Tori, our former viewer, and how she always supported us and all that. And if you're not aware, she basically passed recently to a stage 4 breast cancer.
Yeah.
So we're doing this live stream for her, in a sense to like honor her, but we're also celebrating our 6 months of streaming, which was the original idea. But we combined it because she was always so supportive, and yeah, we're sad, but we're also happy because she was so supportive and kind, and
I guess
and
when you were saying
she participated.
Yeah, when you were saying how I felt about the streams in general, when you mention that right now, I'm thinking to myself going, if we hadn't have continued streaming, like if we hadn't been so like consistent, we might not have had it. She might not have had an opportunity to like get involved in the stream at all, really, or the chats.
Yes. Yes, you are so right. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. You know, because she participated in random generated
True.
character challenge.
Yeah, she let me share
She did another one too. She did I
that.
think she tried to do one of the dark romance ones.
Ah, yes.
But she didn't. I don't know if she actually posted it.
Mm.
And then she did another drawing and an aside, which was like uh the breast cancer one, which again I didn't know at the time that it was because of that. I didn't know that was the reason why she was doing it, because of herself. It's crazy, like, yeah, but I'm very honored to that she was part of our viewership, that she supported us, and she's not gonna try and like her.
Yeah.
I think that's always gonna stick with me forever. Like, I'm always gonna remember that. I just realized my face, you can't even see it.
When?
Look at the thing, it's my face is gone. Okay, I see it now. Never mind.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't notice. Like I was trying to
Because
fixate
you're
my
working behind the scene again!
Yeah, I was trying to crop my image so it wasn't like overflowing over the your end, and then basically I made the crop at 800 rather than 2800, so I was overflowing over to yours.
You're funny.
Yeah,
You're funny. Ah,
I
goodness.
got my maths all wrong.
It's all good. So, for future stuff, maybe we can do more challenges. What do you think?
Yeah,
Do more challenges?
yeah.
We'll have to come up with like fun games to do or something. I don't know.
I think in the future we also need to have we need to be ready like 2 hours ahead of time for the inevitable. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
like
not
that's
ready.
gonna happen. Like that's gonna happen. Let's be real. We're the most neurodivergent people ever.
One day I'll be prepared for life.
One day we'll be prepared. We'll be like Nick and D. Be prepared.
I wonder how they managed to start their streams.
I don't know, especially because they do it so late.
Yeah,
They do it so late in the day for them. Like they do it what, like midnight for themselves,
yeah. I'd
or
like to see
10
it
or something like that.
Seeing a little like from the software perspective.
I would love to go there and see that.
Yeah.
Like go there to Thailand and see how
Women
they work
live,
and all that.
live.
Like quite literally live.
They
Like,
really need
how
to kind of do a
awesome.
tutorial on how to stream on their level. Just like from a technological
Yeah, I would
standpoint.
love. I honestly would love that. I mean, they kind of have given a little behind the scene. Like, it's actually like Nick and they both done it in separate occasions. But
Yeah.
Nick had shown a couple of streams ago where their lamp
Oh
stands.
yeah, the lights
and all that.
easy. Lights are easy. It's the software side that's difficult.
His muscle.
Oh, he's very strong. He's eating apple. He's very strong.
Can you see Beanie? Beanie!
Hi.
Wants to show you her Roblox stuff.
Cool.
He's strong.
He's strong, yeah.
Nice.
He's strong.
Yeah, he's very strong.
Me pretending I even know what Roblox is.
The funny thing about the Roblox is that they have like these drawing competitions in the app, and it's you can tell it's a bunch of kids like drawing and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And she's won like almost every competition so far.
Oh,
Like
cool.
it's insane. Like she's gotten so much better at drawing, and I'm like, wow, this is my kid. Like I'm
Yeah.
so proud of her. Like
Yeah. I was just thinking, huh,
it's following her
she
mom.
probably gets it from somewhere.
She sees her mommy drawing, so she wants to
Anyone
draw.
would
She
think
wants to
that
be an
she's got
artist
an
too.
artist for a parent.
No, of course not. No, absolutely not. No, no,
No.
no.
Have I got this beard looking? There we go. The beard's looking a bit better now.
I don't like the eye that way. Looks
Is
cute.
that? Yeah. I think that works
The
better.
eye. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, like very simple, but like it's very cute that way.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna draw in the beard, but you're not gonna be able to see it because it's too bright.
No, I kind of see it.
Oh, you can still see it. Because you can't see the blue, but you can at least see the grey. You can't see the underlying drawing that's
I go back
underneath
to
there.
5.
Oh, you're so strong.
Yeah, but the way do that is giant.
Okay.
Is he big? He giant strong.
And he's giant strong. That's amazing.
I could actually
He
put up
goes.
the.
Here you go.
I don't know how loud the music is, but there we go.
I don't know if it's playing.
Yeah, I don't know how loud it's going to be on the stream, but if it, I can see the
Well-
waveforms moving, so it must be playing.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I've been enjoying the music.
That's good.
Yeah.
Brought to you by.
Is it
Here's
Korea's
Mix.
Ah, nice.
Yes, it is.
Nice.
It is. I love their music.
Yeah.
Very relaxing. I mean, not all of it is like relaxing, but like in most of it, it is. And I really,
Yeah.
really enjoy it.
The only downside of streaming via screen share is that sometimes my Windows notifications will pop up and you can hear it. Possibly.
Oh, really?
If you can hear the music,
that's fine.
Yeah.
I can't hear the music I'm listening to it on my end, though.
But if you're in the food, because I know that you sometimes, review the replays to see what we did, that you'll hear a noise and then you'll be like, what was that? So that was
I'll be like, hey,
Windows notification
pop.
popping up, going, bloom. Oh no, I like it.
they'd be like, what sorcery is this?
Dinosaur wizardry. Oh no, we're getting lag on my iPad.
Oh, I hear it.
There
I heard it
goes.
now. I heard it.
There it goes. We've that's not bad. That was like a good solid 5, probably 10, 15, 20 minutes of uninterrupted music before Spotify's like, oh, that's right, you're streaming.
Oh, is it loud? Like, it was like, oh,
No,
it interrupted?
Actually, yeah, that might have been what interrupted it. Maybe there's a
Oh.
certain volume. That's interesting.
Probably.
Would make
Probably.
sense. That would make sense.
Yeah, it would. It would make sense.
We'll find out in about 5 minutes. Or less.
Yes, Mama.
It's a time
Yeah,
keeper, is
you're
it?
strong. No, and yeah, she's probably gonna be like, it's time. Blah, blah, blah. It is. Yeah, we have. Oh my gosh, we've been on for 72 minutes. I was gonna say hours.
That's not bad.
72 hours, like that's crazy. Crazy. You
Well,
imagine 72 hours.
We have
on
to
live.
work on being on here for 72 years. 72 years. And we still can't figure out how to stream.
Do you imagine? Oh my goodness.
And I still can't figure out
I'll
how
have
to get my
grandkids by
transparency.
there.
And
I
you'll
will
be
have
like,
grandkids, and you'll be like, Grandma, why you still do live stream?
I mean, in
And
fairness,
that was so 50 years ago. We have, I don't know, whatever they come up with at that time.
hopefully we'll have hovering cars.
Yeah.
Might have holograms.
Sure. Yeah, we have holograms. Why would you want to do live stream? You can't even be there.
Yeah.
Can you imagine like the future of holograms? Like
The future.
that's scary. And then you can actually feel in the holograms rather than just being like a hologram. That's scary. And it's
Sounds
scary.
expensive.
But that's cool. But it's very. You know, it's always going to be expensive.
This is interesting music.
It's always gonna be expensive.
One.
What is this?
thing-
Like a more upbeat?
Hold on a second. I may have to be careful. Hold on. There we go. Because of the way that Spotify works, once you've gone past a certain amount of songs of the playlist, it'll just naturally start playing other kinds of music of that theme, but not necessarily from creators mix. So
Oh yeah, we don't want that. We want it to always
Yeah.
be creators mix.
I only
That's
just
why
kind of realized.
I put it on repeat.
So you may or may not get
It's
like,
fine.
if we're lucky, the music may be
Yeah,
copyrighted
claim,
anyway.
a claim,
Yeah,
a claim. Probably that's fine.
yeah,
Unless you know I don't get a strike.
yeah. Well, I mean, I've
Yes.
outright used copyright music on my channel in the past, and it doesn't give you a strike. It just goes, blocked
Yeah,
and
no, it usually doesn't. I think unless the
there you go.
company is really like. But these days, it's not always the case. It's unless you use the music in a way that it's gonna be used at all, like not like the song itself, but like used in a way that's like either involving something illegal or like provocative, then that's different. I feel like people will give you a strike for that. But I feel like because even when I'm licensing the songs that I license in my other channel, the rules are don't use it for porn, don't use it for commercials, don't use it for like certain products like cigarettes and things like that, like or alcohol. So there are rules around it, you know.
Yeah.
So
I just had a so the cool thing about the way I've made the layout now is because I know that you you're protective of making sure that identities of the little ones aren't viewable, and I'm like, oh wait, I can see them. I'm like, hold on a second, I've got your little call to action. Just putting the call to action over the top of them.
Yeah. And also sometimes they'll probably come on this side. So I'll be like,
so then I have to go
block.
over this side, or we'll just cover your face completely. Oops.
all good. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm very thinking about my kids. Like, back then when they were younger, I would just be like, oh, it's fine. I could put them in the videos. But now that they got older, I'm like, oh, I don't know if I feel comfortable with that. Because I think I told you one time that one of her videos that I posted of her dancing to one of her cartoons that she likes went viral, and I'm like, oh, I felt very uncomfortable with that. I was just sharing it because I'm like, oh, it's it's cute and whatever. And then when I saw when I went through it and I saw like even men liking it, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I don't. It made me feel really creeped out. I was like, no, when
YouTube Kids exists for, because you can't get comments then.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it didn't actually.
But it wasn't. It wasn't on YouTube. It was on Instagram. But even so, I'm like, I don't know. It made me feel really sick to the stomach. I'm like, no, I don't like that.
Yeah.
No. There's
Instagram
one
is
thing
weird.
with me, but with my kids, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Very, very careful.
Yeah. That's
Oh.
why I don't like social media. Like, nah.
You're
lucky
definitely not. I mean, you
you're
said you're not a
lucky.
social media guy, but you're fine. You're
Yeah. Well, I was just about to say you're lucky. You're lucky I even come on here. I say that mostly joking because I don't mind
well.
coming on here.
You have no choice now.
Well, nah. Hang on.
I shall drag you to the pits
That's
of
fine.
I don't know. I'm just.
That's fine.
You have no choice.
Man, I'm just trying to figure out what my choices are for line art. There we go.
Hey,
Because I'm now
light.
separating my line art from my beard. So then I got options.
Your beard. Oh, the
Yeah.
beard for that.
So I can have a wizard beard version and I can have a non-wizard beard version. Hold on, gotta make sure I'm in the right layer. Ah, went too far. And all the annoying thing about the time-lapse replay that it records is it also records when you change all the layers, so you get all this flickering, which is annoying. That's one of the big
Oh,
things.
really?
Yeah, like every time you change your layers on Procreate, it records the layer change. So if you just turn off a layer for a second to see how it looks, and then you put back the layer, it records that.
Oh yeah. You're
And when
right.
you play
You're
in the
right.
replay, it flickers. And I've had parts where
Well,
like
you can
it'll be,
always
like,
edit that
screaming.
part out.
I know. That's what's annoying. Yeah.
I know.
see
I'm over
why.
here like, well, actually.
Well, actually, and then I'm just like, yeah, I know you can do it.
Actually.
That's annoying though. I see why, but it's just one of those things.
It doesn't change the fact that it's annoying.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
To go back to Wayne's World. Sure. Have you
Yes,
watched
baby.
Wayne's World?
Oh, hi. Hi.
Do I have to move the sticker?
What? What do I want to eat? I don't want to eat. Are you hungry?
What time is it?
Oh no, but it's already so late.
Midnight snack.
Okay.
Almost literally.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
I don't know
Well,
how to
baby.
do his mouth.
You can have a snack if you want. Oh. No, technically it's already too late for it.
Oh, there she is. I mean, it kind of works. Or I can just go, boo. There you go. We just got that. I know in the past I was like, oh, gonna just have an avatar of myself when streaming, but I mean, like, hey, there you go. We're joined by the new guest of the channel. Okay.
It's gone now though. Yeah, we might end the stream soon though. I think in the next stream we can celebrate a little bit more 6
Yeah.
months because today.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, give me 2 minutes, okay? Okay, 2 minutes. All right, I think we're gonna leave it like that. So
Okay.
welcome. Thank you so much for coming by to the stream. If you're watching the replay, don't forget to like, subscribe.
And there's more videos.
Yeah, so
Probably that
I mean-
way. We've left space
yeah.
in there for
Also, I was gonna say. Also, I have a video dropping very soon, so stick around. I'm
I
gonna
didn't
be
look at the
talking
intro.
about. Yeah, what do I even talk about in that video? I don't remember. I know I talked about something. I think my journey. Oh, I remember. Oh, I originally wanted to become. No, that's not it. I remember what it was. Basically, my journey of my art journey, in a sense of like, I had a time that I wasn't
Yes.
drawing, and
Yes.
I was in a slump in a way, and then how I sort of came back around. I didn't mention everything. I just mentioned part of it. I'm gonna make it kind of like in 2-part series because there's so much to talk about.
Yes.
There's so much. Because this is not just like
Series.
1 or 2 months. This is like years worth of work. And then on top of that, I didn't even get to mention about the live streaming. So that's probably something I'm going to mention in the next one. But
make it a multi-part series.
So look up for that video. Yeah. And if people ask me questions, that'd be great because I can think about what to talk about. So if you have questions, let me know down in the description. Not description, in the comments. Oh my god. That's a disaster. Let me know down in the comments what you want to know, or if you have any questions on Clip Studio or Procreate, ask that too. So we shall see you guys next time.
Bye.
Cheerios. Bye.
Bye.